Hey guys, I'm going to show you why a brand new bike might not be shifting properly. So when they build these things at the factory and they set these gears and the derailleur, they can't be test riding it. When you actually ride it, you're putting stress on the chain. So so the torque of that chain moving on these gears, you can't reproduce that while this bike is on a bike stand. So I'm going to give you an example. If you're riding your bike and every hour you hear like the chain is like slipping or trying to change gears or something, otherwise it works perfectly fine. The reason could be is that this derailleur is slightly out of adjustment. So right here on these derailleurs is the little screw to put more tension on the cable. So I had a bike where all I had to do was just turn this thing counterclockwise to put more tension on this cable, and that made it so there's no more slipping. Because I actually thought some of these gears were stripping or the chain was not meshing properly with the gears on a brand new bike that I used to have. So but what it was just I just had to turn this thing counterclockwise, put more tension. So that's all it was. And over time, the cable is actually going to stretch. So that's also gonna cause it to be trying to almost like fall off this gear, or move the opposite way. So it's trying to catch the next gear. So what you also want to do is at the factory, these department store bikes, they're not going to lubricate the cable on the inner cable. You have to put a multi-purpose grease or lithium grease if you're riding in like really muddy condition, white lithium grease or something like that. You can put oil so it doesn't rust, but same as your brake lines, you want to make sure there's grease on the inside of these cables. If there's not, same as on the front of the bike, if there's no grease in those cables, it's going to grind on the housings, and you're going to feel that when you pull the brake. It's going to be all rough, So you got to lubricate these. If your cable's really rusted, just change the whole cable in the housing. That's what I did on this bike. I put all new cables and housings. You can buy like at Walmart a whole set of these for about $6 for the entire bike, inner cable and outer cable, for like $6 or $7. The whole set with the little fittings and everything you need. And it actually says in the instructions to put that white lithium grease on these gear cables. That's a trick if it feels like it's slipping on you, and that only happens when you actually put a lot of pressure on this chain. Then you're gonna know if this thing is just slightly out of adjustment. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.